Sean, when you signed here, I'm sure you knew some of the names. You'd played against some of these guys, but have you been surprised, pleasantly surprised, by the way the young guys have really bloomed into impact players this year? And can you just speak to the growth that you witnessed both on and off the ice as the season moved along?
Yeah, didn't know much about them. You could see the maturity in their game, rise quickly. And at times they carried the load, and it's a credit to the work that they put in. If you look at the younger group on the team, they care so much about winning and getting better, and care about their game, and do everything they can to help the team win. So it's a real good sign to see.
Now that you've had enough time to be here, just your overall thoughts on Columbus, the city, the place to live, especially given the circumstances now that you've had a chance to live through it here.
Yeah, no, I love it. My family loves it. Had a lot of good intel from some good friends to come here, and told me all about the city. It's a special place. I've said it since I've got here. It feels like home from day one, and it's most likely potentially be my forever home. We really enjoy, I guess, living here and representing the Blue Jackets for sure.
How much time will you spend on the what-ifs of this season since you're so close? What if you weren't injured? What if Boone wasn't injured at the beginning of the season? How much is it that you will think about that, being so close to the playoffs?
Yeah, you can think about it all you want. It's at the end of the day, it's an excuse, and you play the game to win games and have a chance to win a Stanley Cup in the playoffs. And you look at the big picture. It was a fun season, and we had some success. There's a lot of good moments, and at the end of the day, we're not in the playoffs. So I think that's why you play the game, to get in those moments and feel the life of a playoff atmosphere, and be in those real meaningful games that help everyone, I guess, build their game and build momentum for the team. So I guess you could say the season was a bit of a failure, but at the same time, you got to look back and take some of those positives away from it.
Did you know Boone much before you got here? And if not, what did you learn about him? And have you enjoyed playing with him? Yes.
Yeah, no, I've known Boone for quite a long time now. Not too personally, but I knew what he was all about for sure. And I think we're pretty similar guys, so he's a lot of fun to be around. He's the heart and soul of the team. Wears the Blue Jackets jersey with pride, and obviously the captain of the team. So it's somebody I look up to myself, and everyone in the room can look up to him. He's a special person, special player, and he's a lead by example guy, and he does it the right way every day.
Now, probably a tough question, but a little bit of a reflection question, because as you said, no one really knew at the beginning. Boone said there was no playbook for how things were going to be handled, but now that you're here, it just seems like everybody was just inspired by the way things went. Is that the way that you see this season went, just through everything that you guys have gone through?
Yeah, I don't think anyone knew what to expect from the start. And I think it was maybe after the second game of the year, I think we were in Colorado, I had a sense that this is a good team. And when you get that feeling, you ride with it, you put the work in every day, you never know where it's going to take you. So I don't think anyone even had an expectation. You come in, you try and win every game, give yourself a chance to win, and we started to ride with that, and took us to where we were. But like I said, we fell short, so we got to find ways to improve our game, and get back in a situation where we're going to be playing playoff hockey.
This probably goes without saying, but last night Dean was talking about how Johnny's presence is going to continue. As long as he's here, it's going to continue in the locker room. You guys have found ways all season to kind of embrace that presence. How much did it really lift you guys? And then as we look forward, is that something that you expect will just kind of continue with this team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Johnny's supposed to be here. He's, I mean, it would have obviously lifted us even more if he's around. He's class act guy, so much fun. So, I mean, I think that inspired a lot of guys to be more like him. And, I mean, at home, on the road, yeah, I mean, I think about him all the time, and I mean, it keeps you on your toes, and I mean, he's an inspiring person for me.
The word around the room about you is you're a little bit of a prankster. Everyone, is that something that you can confirm? But then also, just how important is it to be able to have light moments in the room to keep keep the room light, especially with how tough things were?
Yeah, I mean, I try and keep it light, but no, no, I just try and come to the rink, and when you got to put the work in, you put the work in, and besides that, I like to have fun. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on my day to day, but yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, try and keep Goody on his toes at all times for sure. But no, we have such a good group in there. It's so much fun coming to the rink, and I mean, you can't take that for granted. It's not every team you're on is, I mean, this close, and you have that bond where, I mean, you step on the ice and everyone's got each other's back, and you can go to dinner with whoever on the road. There's no groups of guys. It's a special group, and something that I'm very, very happy to be a part of.
Going into this summer, I mean, how is it going to be different than last summer? I mean, I think there's some obvious stuff. You missed half the year last year, but what did this season do for you as far as, you know, when you're going into this off season?
Yeah, last summer I was focused a lot on making sure I was good to go with my calf, and everything was getting rehabbed properly, and all the symmetry was back. I wasn't compensating for anything, and I think when it was all said and done, I had about 8 weeks of full go without worrying about it off season. I think I'm gonna have a lot longer this year. I'm gonna be training with Z for a while in Michigan, and obviously falling short this year, it's a disappointment, and we're gonna have a mindset going into this summer, and especially into next season, that we don't want this to happen again.
Of all the things that you've done this year, how proud are you of being able to play in all 82 games after that injury?
Yeah, obviously upsetting with season getting cut short last year, and something I never want to happen. I want to be able to play 82 games every single season. I think being available is such a great attribute to a player, and I want to be able to stay healthy and be one of those guys that can do that. Obviously, there's external forces that you can't control, and things happen and whatnot. But I'm proud that I was able to play all 82, and hopefully I can do that again next season.
Adam, you played at like a point-a-game pace, a 40-goal pace the last half of the season. Did something click? Did you feel a difference? Did you reach a different level, or can you say why the dramatic finish?
I think I'm still learning. Like last year, I played 49 games. I came in, I still hadn't played a whole season yet. I'm learning this game, learning the NHL pace, and the more you learn, I think the more you can time the game. And unfortunately, I was given some opportunity this year, and I was very grateful for it under the circumstances. I was able to take advantage of it, and I was happy with that, and hopefully I can continue growing from there. Like I just said prior to this, as long as I'm in the NHL, I'm still going to be learning, and I'll never get to a point where I can say I figured out the NHL and I can just sit back and coast. That's never going to happen. You're going to continue to learn and continue to get better, and something I'm really excited to do for the next however many years I can do it.
Kind of speaking of that, can you talk about what Sean Monahan has done not only for the team but for you as a player who's blossoming into an NHL star?
He's done a ton. I mean, he's one of the best people I've ever met in hockey and outside of hockey. He's with what he was able to do this season, coming in and expecting to play with John and have a lot of fun doing that, and obviously that being taken away from him and him handling it the way he did and coming into this locker room and acclimating the way he did and bringing us closer together. And I mean, I'm only speaking about him off the ice right now, but it's just as, if not more important, with how he behaved and how he carried himself. It was so great to watch as a young guy, and then obviously on the ice, you guys see what he does every night and how awesome of a centerman he is. And as a young guy, it's just great to watch. He's a great role model.
For the team in general, and maybe a little bit for you as well individually, the stretch run here, you guys had some ups, you had some downs, you had some things you can probably learn from. Just how important was it to be in that situation, be in those games where the temperature's up, fighting for your lives at the NHL level, learning kind of what that playoff style of hockey is going to be like and what you guys have to do going forward?
Yeah, it was really good to see what it gets down to at this point, especially as a young guy. I mean, I'd never really experienced that, and it's good to see. But it takes more than what we had this year to reach the goals that we want to, and we know that, and we know we have to put our best foot forward next year and not have some of the lulls that we had this year. And we're excited for it. We're excited for training camp. That's really all I can say about it. It was great to see the level of play that we have to get to, and we all know that, and we're going to come back expecting it, but hopefully we can just get it done sooner.
Adam, when you think back to the 2024-2025 Columbus Blue Jackets, what are you going to remember the most?
The group of guys we have in there. The season could have gone anyway with what happened at the start, with injuries, Boone going down for how long he did, Goody going down, obviously losing Johnny. We were written off by a lot of people, and we kept our belief in our locker room and made us a really close group of guys. I mean, I had a lot of fun this year, and with everybody in that locker room. Everybody's a great guy, and I just had a blast doing it.
Time for one or two.
Adam, you mentioned continually wanting to get better throughout your NHL career. Have you already thought about or maybe specified certain areas this summer you really want to shore up, work on? Anything specific?
Everything. Yeah, everything. I mean, there's certain areas in my game that I'm happy with, certain areas in my game that I'm not happy with. But if I want to get to the player that I expect myself to be and want myself to be, I have to improve all areas, whether it's a strength of mine right now or not. I'm like I just said, I'm excited for the offseason. I'm excited to get back to training camp, and in the offseason, obviously, I'm going to be working as hard as I can to come back and be even better than I was this year.
Right.
At the very end, you guys fixed this a little bit where you won on the road and you won back-to-backs. You swept the back-to-back. For the most part of the year, it was a struggle. Those are two areas where you guys could probably make a lot of improvement next year. How do you make that improvement, in your opinion? What are some things that you guys can do to up that road record and win more back-to-backs?
Up in the road record, we just got to keep playing the same way. I mean, we can't change just because we're on the road. I mean, being at home, obviously we get an extra boost from our fans. They're amazing. And we love playing in front of them, and it definitely is a bit of a boost there. But going to the other buildings, it can't change the way we play. We have to keep playing the same way. And when it comes to back-to-backs, I think we just got to bear down. Obviously, it's the National Hockey League. Guys are good, and when teams are fresh, it makes a difference. But we train all summer to be able to play those games, so there's no excuse.
Adam, any discussions on the World Championships? I know you were close to it last year. Any plans to play, or have you been asked yet?
There's been some conversations about it. I haven't been formally asked yet. We'll decide when or if I get that call.
What are you doing this summer?
Thanks for question. Thanks.
There you go.
Work, practices, ice, gym. Just classic summer. Nothing crazy. No, not anymore. No, it's done. I catch a shark. We catch a shark. It's what we can catch. What we can do after the shark. I don't know.
Great white.
Who?
Great white shark.
I'm a little scared of this shark.
Kirill, how much better of a player are you now after this season than you were? Can you speak to the growth in your game?
Yeah, of course, I will grow up, and it's thanks for the organization, for coaches, and for our players, because it's all about teammates around me and all stuff around. They give me trust, give me some time, and actually good passes too. And I have a confidence right now. I feel I can do another step on the next level, and we'll see.
So just what have your thoughts been now that you had a full season of Dean Evison? What was he able to do to help get the best out of you?
He's a good coach. He's exactly same what he wanna see on my game, and he's tried to challenge me, and it's really nice chemistry with him right now, me and Dina, and I like work with him. He's just, I don't know, he's helped me a lot, and he just like, I don't know how to say it in the English. It's hard. Do you have a translator here? Maybe Vora?
Yeah,
He can translate for me. Yeah, just I don't know. He told me about my small things on the game, small parts of the game, and the way I can play, and what's my style hockey, and it's helped me a lot. And I just try to do that all the season.
Kirill, 31 goals this year, career high for you.
Thank you.
You feel like you can get more? Is that?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's not done yet. I can score more, for sure. I don't know. It's like, guys, I score only two goals in power play. It's not good, and couple more in power plays, couple more on for playoff spot, and it's around 50, 40. We'll see. But yeah, I don't think about goals a lot right now. We just try to play on the right way, try to win the games, and we have a great wins last 6 games, or how much? 6.
Yep.
And play like a team and just help each other. I like make assists too, and just depends what's the situation.
Wednesday night, the team is eliminated from playoff contention. Less than 24 hours later, a more than sellout crowd comes and really just puts as much heart into it as they can. What does that mean for you and the rest of the guys on the team to be celebrated in that way, despite ultimately coming up a little bit short or not where you wanted to be?
Oh, it's tough for sure. Like next day in the morning, everybody a little frustrated because it's a good season for us, but I think everybody feel we can play in playoff, we can make this playoff, and I think everybody ready for playoff. And yeah, but still it's happened, and we can't change nothing right now, and I just try to look on the future right now. Don't think about past, and try to find another ways. All right, we have more time for work on myself and like a team, and now you understand what I mean. Have more. Sorry for my English. We have more time on the summer and work on our skills and our conditioning stuff, and we will be better for next season. Just, yeah, we'll see.
You seem like a guy who likes to challenge himself. Do you know the word challenge?
Who?
You.
Challenge.
Do you know test?
Challenge.
Test yourself?
I know, of course.
Yeah,
Challenge.
yeah.
That's been
I
challenge.
figured you did. Thanks, Marty. I appreciate that. How much would the playoffs challenge you, test you, and how much would you look forward to that?
Playoff?
Yeah. Gets
I don't
harder.
know. I never played in playoff in the NHL, but I played in professional hockey league in KHL, 3 times playoffs. It's interesting, but I can't. It's different leagues. I can't talk about NHL playoff right now because I never been there. It's a big challenge. It's everybody won't try that, but I don't want to just try. I want to go and win, and it's I think mindset for everybody and for our team.
First of all, how's your jaw?
A little numb, but I'm fine. I can smile really. a little big right now, but I'm good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for question. Thanks. It's the best question today. Thank you.
Last year, somebody at these interviews, which was me, pointed out that you had like 3 goals in 24 games or something. You had like 3 in 24 last year. Do you feel like you've been more consistent this year and you're not going up and down and your play's been more level?
Yeah, I have more confidence this year, a little stronger, a little more experience in this league, and I have a good teammates actually, great centers. Sean Monahan, he's made for me really good assists, and yeah, I just try to learn, try to listen. If you told me what I do, listen to you.
Sure. Yeah. No.
Oh, right. Yeah. I just forget some words. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and of course, I have more consistency this year, but it's not about only goals. It's about all game, about stuff in D zone and both ways, and it's helped me on the score goals too. Just try to stay up on top of that, and we'll see.
Had this team made the playoffs, the first round matchup would have been the Washington Capitals and Alex Ovechkin. Is that something that you gave any thought to in the final days of the season? Did that help push you in any way?
Not much. It's I respect Alex Ovechkin, Washington Capitals, but for me it doesn't matter who is our opponent in playoffs. But first team, second team, Washington, I don't know, whatever. We just go and play in our style, play our hockey, and wanna win. Of course, I wanna say hi for Ovi on the game or like after the game, but on the game when the game started, it's a playoff. We battle for Stanley Cup, and we just, I know, try to win. Don't care.
Yeah. Did you keep up with what he was doing this season? I mean, obviously,
No,
we all
yeah,
did, right? But
it's awesome.
Yeah.
He scored how much right now? 897. 3 more. Oh my God. It's unbelievable.
So, Adam Fantilli. So it turned out that both of you finished with the same number of goals, 31. Just the growth in his game, and then has he graduated in your mind from Adam Fantilli?
Right. Adam Fantilli. He's a good player. I give him at least an assist on his goals. No, he's a good player. He's a kind of goal scorer right now. He can score goals. He's have a good shot. Not like me, but close. And I'm happy to him. He can score 31 right now, and he have more games too. It's I don't know, between us it's a good race, and it's funny for jokes, and I'm happy we have this guy on the team, and I try to grow up for him, he tried to grow up for me, and we just grow up together, and it's awesome. He's really young right now, and he have I think big future, and when he have more experience, he will be a great player.
Kent, how do you? I'm sure you're disappointed as everybody is that you're not in the playoffs. Do you still find a lot of hope and optimism in what took place this year? The growth in your game, all of the games, or the young guys around you, they seem to take off as well. Just a positive vibe. Are you there yet?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I mean, yeah, definitely a lot of growth and a lot of good takeaways and things to build on for our team. And I think it's exciting what we got building here. So definitely a lot of that. But also, I mean, we didn't make the playoffs. You know, we want to be there, and so it's frustrating. And there's obviously better teams in the league this year. So yeah, it's definitely positives and negatives.
Ken, when you look back at this team, what are you going to remember most about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously, you know, going to remember obviously, you know, what happened at the start of the year and just how, you know, we all just leaned on each other. I just, you know, love obviously Johnny so much, but everyone in our room so much. So I think that'll be a big memory. And yeah, obviously I needed those guys, and you know, so yeah, we all lean on each other for sure.
when you consider all the stuff that you guys went through as a team this year, challenges, and how close you came, is it hard to not think about, like, what if this, what if that?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's easy to look back, one game here, one game there. Yeah, it would have been nice, obviously, to be in the playoffs right now. It hurts, but yeah, obviously, no, that's not really going to help. So obviously, just move on, and I think everyone's going to be pretty excited to train and whatnot this summer, just in the position we're in. So hopefully, come back better next year.
Your guys' record at home was phenomenal, and on the road it was kind of tough. How do you improve that? And do you think part of that was just kind of being a young, growing team that has to go through it to learn how to win on the road?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not completely sure. I mean, it's weird. Like, to me, I'm like, how is it such a big difference? Like, it doesn't feel like it should be, but like, it's still hockey, and the rinks are still pretty similar, but obviously, yeah, I mean, we love playing in front of our home fans, so that's obviously, a great thing. We want to keep that up, and then, yeah, just find a way, mature, whatever it is, just get better on the road next year.
Ken, I know you're close with Jack Graves. How cool was that to sit near him and play with him and witness that at the end of the season?
Yeah, it was unreal. I mean, just meeting him at the camps in Traverse City and just seeing his potential and the kind of guy he was and how hardworking, and then just see him develop over the years and then do that, it's crazy. So yeah, definitely very excited for him and proud of him. So yeah, no, he's got a bright future and obviously a great teammate.
How much of the growth throughout this season do you attribute to a new head coach in Dean Evison, and what did he bring just kind of all around?
Yeah, no, he was great for our whole group, I think. So obviously, I think, he got a lot of the best out of a lot of guys, and maybe some guys that weren't playing quite as to their potential before. So I think, yeah, a lot of credit obviously to him and the whole staff, just the way they had us playing as a team. And I think, when you as a team get better, the individuals can flourish more as well. So I think that's something we got to keep doing, all get better and individually and as a team, and it'll just help us all. So yeah, no, I'm excited.
Ken, have you been approached about the World Championships yet, and would you go if you were?
Yeah, nothing official yet, but yeah, definitely, it would be a great honor. So something I could would be excited about. So definitely, highly likely, yeah.
When Jet goes through a streak like that, do you chirp him more or do you chirp him less?
I don't think it really changes too much, but definitely yeah, I'm always kind of mess with him and trying to light him up in practice, and he has his days, I have mine, so it's a good back and forth. So yeah, it's fun.
And from your personal standpoint, from your game, I'm sure every season you come into it with things that you want to accomplish. Did you get done personally what you wanted to do this year, and how much more room for growth is there in your game?
Yeah, I don't think personally, no. I think, we wanted to still be playing, and, I think, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good year for me in terms of some growth and some good takeaways. And, yeah, I think, just how I battled, throughout the year, and, even with the injury and whatnot, and just coming back and playing good right away. So yeah, there's a lot of good things for me to take away, but I think I still got a lot more in this league, and can get a lot better. There's still a lot of areas to get better at, and just, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of way better players in the league than me right now, so definitely got to close the gap.
James, when you look back now, the decision to sign here, obviously happy that you did. Was it more than you could have imagined, the opportunity, the situation?
Yeah, for sure. I think just the overall experience was great. It's a great group of guys, not only on the ice, but off the ice as well. And I think it's a very, just a fun group to be a part of. So nothing but kind of great things to say about my overall experience this year. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You have, I think, 14 goals?
I think 16.
16.
Who's counting, though?
Well, there you go. You've added, obviously, that, but also to this group, the younger players. Have there been discussions about you coming back? Would you like to come back?
I definitely would be interested in coming back. Hasn't been any discussions to that nature yet. I know, again, usually, especially after kind of, again, the way things ended here, there's probably some time for everyone to kind of decompress and assess the season and then go from there. But if they want to have me back, that's definitely something I'd be interested in. I think, like you said, it was a great fit on the ice, and I think just some of the experience that I was able to kind of provide and things like that proved to be a good fit for me and for the team. So, yeah, definitely something I'd be interested in continuing on, just because, again, like I mentioned too, it's a great group on and off the ice, and I think again, as the year went on, I feel like I kind of sort of found my fit even more and more, and things like that. So I think it just was an enjoyable year for a lot of different reasons.
James, you've been able to experience a lot of things in this league, cool things. How unique was this season for you? You signed kind of late before, and this team obviously went through a tragedy. You're coming in that way. How unique was this whole thing, just from start to finish?
Yeah, you said it. I think again, coming into the year with kind of the heaviness that brought. I think again, I thought we really made it a point to just want to really enjoy being around each other and kind of bring the joy to the game that Johnny and his brother had, and I think we did a good job of that. And I think that again just kind of brought us together closer as a team, and it showed up in our play and things like that. So I think, yeah, definitely. I think, like you said, it was definitely a unique year in a lot of different ways. But yeah, it just showed how tight the team was and how together everyone was, and it made it very enjoyable for a lot of reasons. Even though we did come up a little bit short, obviously, of our goal of making the playoffs, but definitely lots of enjoyable moments throughout the year.
James, you played with Fantilli a bit this year at the end, for sure. His offense really sort of exploded in the last 40, 45 games. Did you see a different Adam Fantilli at the end of the season? And can you say what those differences are, if you did, from the start of the year?
Yeah, I think you're seeing someone who's going through the kind of the transition into the NHL, and obviously he's got all the tools. I mean, in playing as an 18-year-old last year, that's not many people can say that. So obviously that stuff all speaks for itself. But I think the trial and error of figuring out just the different times when to utilize the tools that you have and when to manage the game and things like that. I feel like the balance of that as the year went on for him, like he kind of found a good recipe for that. And I think, again, it allowed him to showcase his abilities even more. So, yeah, it just, again, it was exciting to see his growth as a player, and I think the sky's the limit for someone like him. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to kind of see him sort of become that dominant sort of force, especially as the year went on and the games got more and more important. So that's obviously a very, very encouraging sign for him and for the team. So that was, again, fun to see.
On that same note, it's guys like Kent Johnson and Kirill Marchenko as well, who really had a kind of a breakout year, both of which at various points throughout this season credited you for at least some of that and really helping them along the way. What do you think, maybe not so much the ceiling for this team is, but how good can some of these young guys be as we go into next season and seasons beyond that from what you've seen?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing I think that jumps out about especially a lot of the younger guys is just how hungry they are to be successful, to be players in this league, to continue to push the envelope, and they're definitely not satisfied with where they're at. And obviously, again, having a lot of those guys had the best years of their career to date, and obviously they're kind of at the more towards the beginning stages of their career, so there's a lot more runway they have. But just to see the kind of how much it means to them to be a good player, how much it means to them to want to win, that's going to carry them to maximize their potential, whatever that may be. So I think that's the part that impressed me most about the guys you mentioned, and yeah, that's, I think, what made it such a fun team to be a part of. I think everyone enjoyed obviously being around each other off the ice, but I think the on the ice part too. I mean, guys enjoyed working together. Guys enjoyed being out there and trying to figure out ways to get better and what that might entail. So I think, again, I think that's why guys were continuing to get better and better as the year went on.
What makes Dean Evason such a good coach from what you've seen?
Yeah, he's got his temperament's great. I think he has kind of that coming in anyway. He had like that kind of face that he always had that stern look on his face, not knowing him from before, but just seeing how much he likes to have fun around the rink and stuff like that. And he brings kind of a a perfect mix of like that lightness that you need over the course of a long season, but also the intensity of getting you going when you need that too. So I think he's great about kind of giving you the leash to let you do what you do as a player. And obviously there's times you need to get reeled in, but I think he really lets you go out there and play to your instincts. And I think, again, he lets you kind of work through things and figure things out. And I think that's definitely important for, again, obviously we had a younger team, so there's times when, again, letting them work through different things is important, just because, again, there's that, you don't want to take the stick out of someone's hand. So I think he's got a great balance for that. And I think that's why, again, a lot of our younger guys definitely were able to thrive under him.
I think you are the only person to ask this question to. The outdoor game, you've played in a lot of them. Where have you thought about this one a little bit, and where it may rank as far as, among your favorites or again, unique experience?
Yeah, for sure. I think looking back at that one and the one at the Big House earlier in my career were probably my two favorite ones. I think just the overall atmosphere was incredible. Obviously, how much that game meant at the time too. We're right in the middle of kind of jockeying for position with the Wings there. So there was, I think that was the second time we played them that week. So just the points in the standings made it even more meaningful. That as much as fun as those games are, it made it a little bit more juice to it. And I think again, just the way that the city has supported the team since I've been here, and the support that we have has been pretty incredible. And at an event like that, it really gets to showcase that, whatever it was, 95-something thousand people there, I think was the final number. So that's pretty special to have that many people there for a game, and for all the support that we got throughout the whole year. It just kind of put a cherry on top for how much the team means to the city.
Jack, we didn't get a chance to talk to you last night. Just your impressions of being on the ice for the first time in the NHL.
Yeah, I mean, it was a dream come true. Lived up to everything that I ever expected it was going to be, and it was a special night.
Just in follow-up, is what will you take with you this summer? I mean, probably the greatest motivation ever for working out this summer. Where will you be working out, and what will you be working on in your game?
Yeah, gonna be headed back home to Maine here, and gonna take a little bit of time and just let my body kind of recuperate and recover from the season. But I think it's getting bigger, faster, stronger in all aspects. It's a man's game out there for sure, and for me, like you said, it's great to get a taste and extremely motivated.
What's going through your head last night when you're taking that lap?
I don't even remember, honestly. It all happened so fast. Like I said, just dream come true. It was surreal. It didn't feel real in the moment, and was able to settle in about midway through the first. So,
did you have any welcome to the NHL moments?
I don't know if there was one moment really during the game. I was just kind of surviving a little bit, doing what I can do. But that moment with Matt Martin at the end of the game was pretty special. Just shaking his hand. It was my first, his last. So, yeah, he had some good words for me, and that was awesome.
Can you share what he said?
Yeah, he just said he asked me if it was my first, which is pretty cool. I mean, he's played a bunch of games in this league, and he just said, enjoy it, man. It goes by really fast, and he said, congratulations, just super excited. So it was a pretty special moment for me.
Anything else? How many ended up at the game yesterday?
I think it was 5. So parents, brother, billet brother, and then a really good friend from back home. So.
A lot of texts waiting for you?
Oh yeah, my phone is still unusable.
You get into the game last night, but you've been here for a while, been able to practice with these guys, be in that room. What kind of stuff can you take forward from what you've learned just by kind of soaking things in?
I think it's just how to be a professional. It's obviously different than college and where I came from, and I think there's a lot of just little things that you don't realize that go on day to day, whether it's getting there a little earlier, working on your body a little more. There's always something you can be doing, it feels like. So yeah, just learning the little details of being a pro, and I think that was valuable for me to learn, and hopefully I can use that going forward and coming into my first training camp.